Hello everyone, I am Het Nagda and welcome to the second part of the video. So over here I would be just deploying the EC2 instance using Docker. Okay, so these are the Docker commands which I have used. The prerequisite for using Docker is that you need to install Docker desktop over the internet, which you can directly do it from Docker install this and just download it. You can download it for any of the, like I haven't installed it for Apple Silicon. Yeah. Post that. After doing that, what we need to do is that we need to have this two files created. So this I have already done. This is something like, this is a script file which Docker would use to run and save it as a Docker image, and this is what my application.conf is connected with. So post doing that, I had to use this build docker buildx. Why buildx? Because I am deploying my EC2 instance is Linux, so I need to do a cross platform compatibility, which I can do with the buildx create command, and I directly post it from here. So this is the command what I used over here. This is what it's building, like for both Linux and ARM64 is Apple 64, that M series, the Apple Silicon series, and this is my Amazon ID, and I am just pushing it directly to the ECR. So when we need to authenticate the ECR with our Docker, so there's when we have to run a sudo command which would look like, wait, where is my terminal? Yep, yeah. So we need to connect our sudo, which is this. So over here, if you see the AWS ECR get, we have to configure the Amazon CLI for it, and I already did that. So for that, we just need to go to AWS and go to the IAM, create a role, and give access to it, like Amazon service. The use case would be EC2, and give access for EC2 read only this container. I already did that, and I have created that role before. So I created this test 12 which has this read only access, and this should be like, I need to provide this role to my EC2 instance. So I'll show you how to do that. Go to EC2 instances, click here, actions, security, modify IAM role, and you just need to select the role which you just created and update the IAM. That's it. Once you do that, you have like, you can connect your EC2 with ECR. So ECR is like where I have already posted my Docker image. You just need to create and put a name, and it would just create. That's it. So repository name currently is LLM service. If you see in that, I already have this image pulled over here, pushed over here. This was done by that command which I just showed you. I'll show you again running that. So this is the command docker build. Go to IntelliJ EC2 server. So what would this be doing is like, this would be creating two images. One would be for Mac and one is for Linux. So it's already done. Okay, now for running the Docker file, right, we need to run that over the EC2. So go to EC2. First you need to authenticate the Docker. Okay, that was what I was showing. Let me go to my this. Yeah, this is what I would be using. Like, this is the AWS ID password, and this is sudo docker. So once we do that and Docker is connected, you would get this login succeeded. Okay, and then you can just pull your Docker file. This would pull the latest file. If you say pulling from LLM, let me increase the size of it. Yeah, and we just need to run it, which would be this docker run, and it is binded to port 8080. Oh, I already have that, so let me just show you that. Docker ps, yep. If you see, I have already initiated the docker file, and it's already pointed to 8080. That's the reason this failed. I will just give a command from my curl, which would be using that service. Yeah, spt run. Once that's done, I will show you the logs for the docker too once we run that. So the local host would be the application, like the conversation agent, which we have already put it on local. So yeah, once I do this, we will go to this logs for docker, and if you see, we already received the first input, the prompt from the we already got the prompt. Yep. You can just, like, you can also tail the logs, but I am just checking if we see any failures. Yep, I think we are good. Yep, it's updating. Yep, and once that would be done, then the file would be saved over here. It would, I think it should be done by now. Oh, it's just 2 iteration 2. We have passed 3 iterations. Yep, so that's it. It's just completed, and we would be having the file over here. Oh, where did it go? To update it. Yeah, see, it's here. So this is the conversation which they had around football, soccer. Yeah, and we have, like, for each and every LLM, we have response, like when it was sent, how much time it took in milliseconds to generate the response. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.